Where is that damn Sonic 3 review? It's right here! Calm down, it's to coincide with the digital release of Sonic 3 by physical. You see, this review is actually gonna make it on time, instead of the other two that just sort of sat around for months waiting for me to edit it. However, as you can tell, I fucking love Sonic the Hedgehog. So watch out, Amy Rose, whore. You're gonna live and learn today. Yeah, I know I burned out my song puns in the last review, but I'm way past cool, and this is my video. Let's fucking forge! So lock on with me. Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is the 2024 follow-up to Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and the reason that creative and marketing leads on Mufasa are losing their jobs for not pushing that release date to another time. Never mind, I took too long making this video, and Mufasa is ahead in the global box office. However, that is the only metric that they're winning in, and it took them a blitz on movie theaters and an earlier release schedule to accomplish. So I'm sticking with my joke. The cast is all back, including Jim Carrey, leading to headlines that talked about he's coming out of retirement, as if his retirement wasn't a negotiation tactic. Don't let anybody surprised by this be in charge of hiring anyone ever, along with the addition of Keanu Reeves as Shadow and Kristen Ritter as nobody of consequence. This is our third journey into this sexy world, and Shadow comes out, dick swinging, kicking guards, loving Latinas, to get us all ready for the adventure to commence. As if we really need to address all the returning Chad and how they performed, as if they didn't all get very comfortable in their roles. We will though. In fact, this whole movie has really honed in on what the franchise is. Once again, for later. Keanu Reeves fits so well into this role. Neo came in like, whoa. All hail Shadow? It's like he's been there this whole time! But he hasn't, faker. Us olds laughed about the edginess of Shadow initially, but clearly he has resonated with the audiences it was aimed for. Reeves' portrayal tones down what they need to and hones in on what they initially envisioned for the character. And they still gave him a gun! Holy shit, look out! Jim, I can do whatever the fuck I want, and if you try to stop me, I won't let you pay me with creative control. Carey pulls double duty to ensure he's getting double the attention. Stanley Robatkis has hit his crescendo as Ivo, and even channels some Olaf to play his wayward grandfather Gerald. The malice and humor that he hits by the climax, some would say is jarring. I would say they adapt poorly and their blood is weak. You're no Maria. Well, guess what, motherfucker? If you put your hand on my ass, it better not leave until I'm satisfied, because I'm a greedy little hedgehog. Now, is it possible that we saw too much of Jim Carrey in the trailer and a fair amount of the jokes would have hit better if we had just caught them in the theater the first time? Yeah. Hey, Team Sonic, your turn. Sonic the Simp doesn't feel as much like a kid in this one and grows exponentially into a Super Saiyan. No notes for the fastest thing alive aside from me in the sack. Tails admittedly ain't got much going on here, aside from a little side story with Agent Stone, who gets a nice little potential wrap up to his own story. Wholesome! And Knuckles has fuck all going for him until like the ass end of the movie. But he just got his own TV show and he was the entire focus of the last movie. Sit down, you gullible fuck! Where's Knuckles' fucking cowboy hat? The only thing to note that happened in that TV show is him getting that goddamn hat. You know, with side characters, sometimes less is more, and neither of them are bad. There was just more for the movie to focus on. Now, here's the problem. The human's not named Dr. Robotnik. Oh, you little shits, the tide is turning and there's less Donut Lord and Pretzel Lady in this movie than ever before. To the point that Tom was almost killed off, but the writers thought the audience doesn't want to see Tom die. Listen, guys. The only thing that would have made that audience cheer more than Shadow making Maddie a widow is if you worked in Escape from the City. I'm not talking about a few notes. I want a body! Story-wise, we're hitting some notes from Sonic Adventure 2, some Shadow the Hedgehog, pretty straightforward surface level theming, you sprinkle in some redemption at the end. You gotta remember that these are family movies. Or at least that's what they tell me as I scream at kids dressed like Sonic about the ramifications of destroying our moon while also dressed as Sonic myself. Black Doom! We're 3 movies in and 4 Knuckles deep, and I don't think this franchise is going anywhere. Not that it needs to. Sonic the Hedgehog 4 is due out in spring of 2027. That gives us 2.5 years to rest up, not to mention the fact that by the end of part 4, I suspect we're going into Mobius. At least that's the way it feels like things are heading, as long as they don't time travel. Oh god, 4 is gonna have time travel, isn't it? I'd rather have Gris Charavantes use the Pico Pico hammer on me as cock and ball torture. Overall, I think I enjoyed Sonic the Hedgehog 2 a little more, but Sonic the Hedgehog 3 toes that line of having something everyone can enjoy. It has the callbacks for the old fans. It's not so cutesy that teenagers and parents are gonna feel burdened to take their kids who love Sonic, but not as much as I do. Not to mention that these movies typically play it safe and don't generate any real controversy outside of that redesign from the first one. If you're a fan of the Sonic franchise, or if you just like the Sonic movies, you're gonna have a good time. If you're dragged there by your partner that you're increasingly beginning to suspect is autistic, you'll leave saying it was fine. Another home run by simply just incorporating aspects of the source material into your video game movie that was popular to begin with. This movie gets 5 big sonic booms! Sonic boom! Sonic boom! Sonic boom! Sonic boom! Sonic boom! Shit, did I just date this video? Sayonara.